Yeah, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends. Yeah, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends.
What up? Welcome. This is Legit Talk Show. We here to talk about damn near everything from news, entertainment, real talk, relationships, sports, top five, pretty much anything that's entertaining or something that we need to talk about going on in the world or in our personal life. My name is D. I'm the host of this, and this is my crew. My girl Steph is behind the camera.
Hey y'all.
My homie Joe.
Yo.
Homie James.
Yo.
Homie Gerald. Homie Tyler.
Year.
We're going to Guy.
Streets.
AKA.
And this is the Legit Talk crew, and we here just, talk about, whatever and anything. Some of these members I've been cool with for over 20 years, so I'm at a few years, but it feels like 20 years, you know what I'm saying, type of chemistry we all have.
I'm new.
And everything. And we range from damn near 30 all the way to the young nigga age.
That's crazy.
We touch all points and stuff like that. And normally, what I like to talk about first, if y'all ever checked in our audio podcast, first of all, I like to talk about your weekly and weekend. So normally, I just point at Joe like I'm about to do, and I'm gonna ask Joe first. Or you know what? I'm gonna be a gentleman. I'm gonna ask my wife first. Steph, how was your weekend? Who's behind the camera?
My weekend was good. Yeah, it was not that too eventful. I mean, we got Layla back after 2 months of her being with her grandparents down south. And yeah, just been chilling, getting stuff ready for the school year.
Right.
How was vacation?
It was good. We did a little traveling here and there. We did some rest and relaxation. And it was weird at first because, you're so used to doing things with kids. And then it's like when the kids aren't there, it's like, what do you do with yourself? It's like, I don't know. You got all this free time. What do you do with yourself? So, but it was good overall. It went by fast, but slow at the same time. It's weird. Like this whole year. This year went by too fast for me. So.
Definitely compared to last year. Last year felt like 5 years.
Right.
Definitely. Alright, Joe?
This week's been pretty good. Helped Gerald move. It was tiring as hell. Damn sure. Lifting
man.
stoves, fridges, washers, dryers, couches, bodies.
Bodies.
Had to lift you upstairs. It was crazy though, but good thing we got everything in. It looked like we weren't at certain points in time, but had to figure out a different strategy and got it through. Had football 2 games before that. Got a new job.
Hey.
Yeah, so did my first full week of that. So far it's alright. It's just getting used to the transition, the speed of things, and picking things up. Like any old place you try a new field.
The free parking.
Free parking.
Word, yeah, that's what
Yeah, riding a lot. What? I'm in the car 2 minutes.
Word.
Yeah, that's dope.
Shit, Joe. Okay.
That's me.
Yeah, it was good in the cut.
Good. Week 1 of new job. I'm digging it. Warehouse gig. Got a new car.
Yeah.
Bro.
What you driving on?
I'm driving now.
Okay.
Oh, so that was yours outside.
Yeah, get the hell outside.
Yeah. Went to a baptism. That church music is pretty underrated. I don't go to church like that, but their music kind of slaps.
Yeah. Yeah, do me. I know what you're saying.
James West.
That's fun.
Nah, that's a dope experience to watch that and to be a part of it. So yeah, that's what's up. Alright. For me, pretty chill, moved. Pretty much. You forgot about the girls had a night party.
Oh, yeah.
Layla
Mm.
A couple of friends we'll get together. I don't, man. Just salute to all the parents out there with more than one child. I salute y'all.
Yes.
Y'all,
Yes.
I gotta learn from y'all. You know what I'm saying? As far as patience and what you have to have. So just salute to those parents. And but it was fun. It just you gotta just say the same thing more than one time, like time 15. But I respect that. But they have fun. That's what mattered. In the back of the trampoline chilling, getting ready for this spot. The show to be right and stuff like that. And that's it. And we're here. Zero.
Yeah, just a lot of moving. A lot of moving. A lot of moving.
Right, you said
A lot more
I
moving.
see I ain't get done till like 8:30.
Look, listen,
Right.
me and my girl, without them, we didn't get done at midnight.
Mm.
And we started at I technically started at 10. I got up, got the truck, got back, started to do everything. That's put up around 11. We started to do everything
We
around
started our days
punched
at the
in
same
11
time.
8.
Yeah.
How we started days at the same time, and mine ended before yours.
He started at 10. He started at 11. I came right after game at 12.
You came at 12.
I woke up at like 8. I had to get my brother, had to do all the things with him during the day. And we was done with him at like 4 o'clock. We're gonna have to do a high point. So, I don't want to do this
Did
shit.
you lift anything besides trays?
A big ass kid. He fell asleep in the car. I had to put him in the house.
Did you F5 him to the bed or the couch?
I didn't do that. You said 5?
F5.
F5?
So listen. So go ahead, Jerry.
Let's just put it like this. A whole week getting up at 3:45, working, moving, after work. Then busting down 11 to midnight moving process. Yeah. I'm pretty dead. I'm pretty dead. Yeah, we got pizza and boneless wings. I did not like the boneless wings.
The
So.
both wings. Well, I
Kinda dry.
First time.
But the pizza was good.
You off for the holiday, right?
Yes.
Extra day
That's
to
an
relax.
extra day to
Yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of
that's-
sort of. We
yeah, that's
still
fun.
kind of rearranging everything in the apartment.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
at least you don't got to work and then
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. Still, it's like July.
Right.
It's been so busy with everything. That moving was no joke.
It's crazy.
No
No
joke.
joke. Members that I moved on the same day too.
No joke, man.
September.
And we still didn't get that dryer in that area.
Oh.
So we still got to figure something out. But we got everything in though. But we still got to figure out what we're gonna do with this dryer. So how we're gonna get that
Man, so, alright, man. Moving to something else. But Tyler, what's good, man? How
Well,
you, man? What's good with you?
starting a new job this week.
Everybody starting new jobs.
Yeah,
Right?
man.
Stop
in.
it. Just stop it. You don't- Live. Live.
Right.
Employee parking free.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a great new addition because when I didn't have free parking, it was just a hassle.
Where you at now?
Sorry. Sisters.
Oh, word.
Sorry,
Okay.
sisters.
Sister tie.
Sister tie.
No, it's cool. I can still make sure my mom get a ticket on your car. And the boot.
You can't do that.
And the windshield blocker.
Wow.
I can't.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
I don't disregard you, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Then I had to work at my old job, Macy's. Did that for like 92. Then after that, came home, helped my grandmother with some stuff, and after that, it was just chill.
2 jobs.
Yeah. Figure that money for real.
Yeah,
Okay.
big racks.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do.
There's no excuse.
I
No
tried.
excuse now.
Listen,
There's no excuse now, Ty.
listen, I would have tried to get it sooner, but car insurance took
I'm about to
most of my
fine.
money, so
2 jobs, side.
There's no excuse.
Right now. Right now.
You got that sister money. You got that sister
listen, I gotta see what that first check is like, man.
Right.
So that first check is everything.
Right.
You can get it with the first check.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see.
Try one.
That joint in the market.
No,
PS5.
No, that's I'm hitting that.
Let me get that 2K too.
I'm I'm hitting that button so fast.
Got more. Pre-order.
Oh yeah, for a fact.
All right, Kyle, what you got, bro?
Time to hit a street stop.
Street sweeper.
If you saw my story, you realize that I don't really be doing shit when I be in the streets. Like, I was eating a big ass bag of popcorn, watching everybody else do what they do.
That's just a video at that moment.
Right.
Wow.
That's just a
Wow.
That's
video.
how they
So you
outside
been-
that
you been-
video, bro.
So, how was your weekend first, bro? Like, get us to that point.
Okay, so boom, right? My week was the same. I sleep until 2 and go to work. Then I come home at 11 and go to sleep. Wash and repeat. And then
The weekend, you turned up on the weekend.
exactly.
All right.
Alcohol. Alcohol.
Lots of it.
The drink of the streets.
The drink in the streets, alcohol, yeah. But it's mostly because like I don't drink during the week because work be stressing me out, and then like trying to unwind on Friday, I can't do it because I'm all stressed the fuck out from Monday to Thursday.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, Saturday, Sunday, I'm outside, and I got a haircut. I'm about to be a whore.
So,
Oh,
wow. so what about Friday?
Right. What about Friday?
Friday,
You skipped over that.
Friday I started drinking and then I go to sleep. That's really how it works. I started drinking to set a tone for Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Some people just start
They
the
don't-
tone on Friday.
They don't. It
Well,
wasn't none popping off on Friday, so.
I'll be that, especially in Buffalo. I feel like it sometimes be like that. But all right, we got that out the way. Let's get right into it. For news, Steph or Joe, yeah, who want to go first? You have to. Sorry, for news. Well, first, is there anything going on in Buffalo that y'all know about? Well, anything going on in Buffalo first before we get to the actual news. No.
New Sonic on Elmwood.
Oh yeah,
You signed with them.
pretty much. Yeah.
Why you looking at me?
School starting up. What happened?
You staring at me?
Well, that's not going on, right?
Only thing that's going on that I know of is she having a parade on Monday.
Oh, who is she?
Who is
Hey,
she?
who is
Oh
she?
my God! Here we
That
go.
is right. Yeah, that is right.
They know who she is.
Oh,
They know
no.
who
We
she is.
gotta.
I'm gonna tell y'all who she is. She is my mother. She's running for mayor of the city.
Hey,
Who
who is
is
it?
What is your mother's name?
What's
Oh,
your
my
name?
bad. That's India. India Watson.
Okay. Say it loud.
No.
Say it loud. Say it loud and proud.
India.
Look at the camera,
Walton.
bro.
Come on, man.
Right, camera
Say
right
it.
here.
Say it. Yo, hey, say it. Say it.
Should I zoom in?
Say it like
Yep.
your mom right there, right now. Say it with love.
I can't say her name with love. I don't call her India. Nigga, who you talking about? Can you see me? I'm
Yeah.
in eye contact.
Yeah.
It's India Walton. Like India like the country. And Walton like Walmart.
Say it loud. Okay.
Walmart?
I think they get
No,
it. But anyway,
Walmart is actually named after Waltons.
Getting bars.
Okay.
Facts right there.
Oh, facts.
But but yeah, she's running for mayor of Buffalo, and she's going against Byron Brown. Is that correct? Is anybody else going on? Is it them two?
It's just them two.
Okay, so they're debating when?
The debate is actually 2 days after that.
Okay. Which is okay. So
The ninth? The ninth, right?
Nice Thursday. So that would be-
Ninth, 3 days. Yeah. Whatever.
So he actually wanted to be.
Now they want to debate.
all right.
This is actually used itself back onto the ballot.
All right. So everybody tune in on that. Check that one out. But all right. So let's get into some news. Babe, you wanna go first?
Not yet.
Okay. Joe.
It's a little occupied anyway, so I guess. All right. So you guys heard about the hurricane that hit New Orleans, Hurricane Ida. So yeah, so that was like a Katrina Part 2, a couple years, over a decade later, that hit there, and then it found its way to New Jersey and New York City, and flooded that out.
Yeah.
The flood was so bad in New Orleans that the Saints played the Packers in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Yeah, I've seen that one.
So, yeah. So what y'all think about this new hurricane that went from there and then went all the way up to New York and New Jersey?
It's
Yeah, I seen the videos in New York.
Yeah, it's the after effects of the hurricane. That happens after the hurricane hit us out.
That's
Yeah.
why it's raining here now.
Yeah, that's exactly why it's raining here right now, because we keep feeling that effect from the hurricane.
Right.
And it travels, like, I know, I'm
It's
sorry.
crazy.
What we gonna do?
Like it start from like the Caribbean,
Right.
even like past that in the ocean, and then it travels, gets larger and larger, hits the Caribbean, then it hits the States, and it becomes that category 4 or 5, and then the after effects of that hits up north.
Right.
So
That's
and New York got it bad.
yeah.
Connecticut
I
got
heard
hit
that.
too.
I heard it got a
Yeah.
little bad.
Bikini fire.
They got flooded.
What we gonna do right now? We go around and talk about it. Jim, you wanna spark it up first? If Joe asked the question, what was your question?
Just your thoughts on like everything with it, like from what happened, and like is it worse than Katrina than you? Anything you got on it, really?
That's kind of wild. Well, all my family's down there, but luckily it didn't hit any of where they lived at, so that's good. That's good. But yeah, I've just been watching videos of all the havoc it's been causing. Like there's one girl I went to school with. She posted a video from her bathroom, whatever, in her apartment. That she just exploded, just nothing but water.
Wow.
Oh no, that's tough. I like for like New Orleans people should just I don't know, it's hard to evacuate where you're from, but you damn near have to because it's like it's gonna happen again because of the level is like underwater type shit. Like so the level of the land of like New Orleans is like sinking. It's gonna keep doing that. That's what I'm saying. It's horrible because it's like you can't move a state. You know what I mean? All those people and tell them they gotta just live somewhere else because of that. But it then there is it's impossible to build something there because they're not gonna get nothing back. I mean I don't know how that worked. Like you would
Insurance.
They got to rebuild.
But to rebuild a whole fucking state.
you know what I'm saying? Like
It is. That's just what it gotta be. Yeah, messed up, but it gotta be built somehow, some way.
right.
Yeah, just get the
And then
trash.
just for it to happen again in the future.
That's what
Right.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
That's just the
sucks.
natural pattern. It just happens.
sucks.
You guys don't think they don't build basements in their houses down there, do you? Probably some.
Probably some, but I don't know.
That's a good question.
That's kind of a dead end. for them.
That is a good question.
I don't think so. 'Cause
I would think not if it floods a lot.
But they don't build houses the way they build them up here.
no,
Yeah.
they sit
No.
them high.
Yeah.
They sit them on like still.
Yep. That's crazy. But no, that is definitely sad. It's sad. And in New York, the fact too. 'Cause like I said, people getting on trains, getting out of trains, because you got to travel in trains in New York.
Yeah.
The subway was like you ever been to the train station here? It was flooded up to like the platform.
Yeah.
So like it was floating there, rats and bones and shit. Like mad master spinners down there.
Nah, for real though. But that's all of that's I don't know. That's sad. Anybody anything else to say on that before we move on?
Just prayers and thoughts to the families down there dealing with that.
Definitely.
And just hope that everybody is safe and alive.
Right.
I had to check on my family down
It's
there.
crazy.
It was okay. But they lived in the part
Where they hit.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that, man. Just prayers and thoughts, man.
Right. All right, babe, you ready now?
Yeah.
All right.
And I heard it was 16 years to the date that Hurricane Katrina hit down there too. So that's crazy.
That's good.
Right. Okay, as for me, my news, I was like scrolling through one day and I'm like, I seen this post that said that the governor of Texas signed into law that would prohibit abortions as early as 6 weeks. So pretty much the moment they detect a heartbeat, you have to keep that kid. And this includes people that were raped or incest or anything like that. Once they detect a heartbeat, like they can't perform an abortion at all. And even if like you could sue them, an average citizen can sue the abortion center for performing or trying to perform any abortion. Like if you knew of a friend that did it, or the friend of that friend, you could still sue that center for doing the abortion on them. So
Then you say like if the person that takes you to gets charged?
yes, even like if you caught an Uber or a Lyft down there to that center, that driver could face like a $10,000 fine and possible jail time. Yeah, for doing that. Yeah, and that goes into effect this month for down there in Texas.
I got a question. Is their governor a woman?
No, it's a
You should
guy.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I do believe
That's
that.
kinda like-
I do believe
yeah.
that women should have like
I'm saying
a
that.
driving force that on abortion.
Yeah, that's their
I,
body.
yeah,
Yeah.
on the road, not even what I'm saying.
And then like 6 weeks, that's when you're supposed to find out. Like, okay, am I actually for real pregnant? Like,
Right. Because they say normally you don't hear a heartbeat or women don't know they're pregnant until like 8 weeks later. So the fact that there's a 6 weeks ban on that and you can't get an abortion regardless if you were raped or through incest. The only exemption is like a medical emergency. That's it.
wow, what?
Yeah.
That's what you think so?
Yeah.
I,
So
I,
that's
Yeah,
some
that's-
intense news that I seen.
man, these stock markets go up.
No.
Yeah,
That's tough.
yeah, I don't. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
hell.
yeah, I think that's definitely it. Well, you a female. What do you think
Yeah.
about it?
That's crazy for the people of Texas. I can only imagine like how it would be if they did spread that to other states, follow suit.
First of all, Texas is wild in general.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
you
like,
don't walk around with a gun
yeah,
without nothing else.
Now you can't.
Big red state.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
they wild.
It is.
Shit.
Everybody
Right.
would just walk around with this.
I don't take a trip to Texas.
That's
Again.
Part 2.
That's
Yeah,
all
you
I'm
got
doing.
it. Was it Dallas?
I have to go Dallas this time.
Mhm.
I got a DJ up there.
But,
All of Texas is nuts.
It
If
is.
it's not weather, it's people with the guns. It's
Wow.
crazy stuff down in Texas.
It's hot.
So, right. All the prayers for Texas as well, because that's nuts.
All right, Gerald, what you got for entertainment?
Man, you know, y'all been checking out a lot of Jake Paul fights lately?
Nope.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah,
I saw
of course,
the one
of course.
with Nate. And that was it.
I missed the last one.
Was that Jake or was that Logan?
I'll be getting confused, I ain't gonna lie.
I know it's like good to and evil to it because they look the same, but they do totally opposite things.
I think
I think it was Jake because Jake's a little bigger than
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake be wild and Logan be chilling, but Logan had a fight too. I forgot who was against them.
was it Floyd? Did he
That
fight
was-
He fought Floyd, I believe.
Yeah.
That was Jake.
No, that was Logan.
Oh,
that was
Logan.
Oh, that was Logan.
That was Logan.
So who did Jake fight?
Jake fought.
Jake fought.
Yeah, he fought Tyron Woodley. Yeah, UFC fighter.
And then who else he fight? He fought two
He
people.
fought. Yeah,
I think he got like 4.
all the people he fought are like washed up UFC fighters.
Yeah, Tyron Woodley has been the same for years. And like he ain't really he's not a boxer.
No.
Nobody.
He's not a boxer.
He haven't fought a boxer.
He's not a boxer.
So he did fight Nate. That was the only time I seen him fight.
So my question is.
I'm trying to remember who it was.
Yeah, that's the one. He knocked out that one.
I still feel like that was fixed too.
But question is, do you feel like Jake Paul is ruining the sport of boxing, making a mockery of it?
Jake Paul is to boxing as so what it was to hip hop in the early 2000s.
What do you mean?
Hold on, what do you mean?
Niggas said people were saying like, yo, so we jacked hip hop.
I don't think that he did.
I don't think he did either. But killing boxing, kind. I'm not even going to have an opinion on it.
I don't even
I
know
would
how
say
much
it's
they
like
had.
boxing alone.
Boxing,
Because boxing is kind of already like a dead sport.
boxing is killing boxing for real, bro. Because the fights,
Nobody-
nobody getting the fights that they want.
There's only like a few guys that stand out. There's like like Tank.
Yeah.
That's why they doing this, I think, because boxing is like more.
So it gives it's a little entertaining to see a little bit. You just want to watch them.
That's what it is. It's a mockery. I want to say this is like a small mockery with a big just money opportunity.
I would like it if people had problems with each other in boxing. Like that'd be something to watch. Like,
Yeah.
But if it's just on some like let's just do it just to do it type shit, it's like
There's some money
Right.
to do it.
Like we had these was like, all right, back those gloves on. See what Madison Square
I'd rather that than motherfuckers shooting at each other, hitting the wrong people or hitting just random people. I'd rather you just fight.
Yeah.
I mean, then that's a lot of shit. But I don't know. But I don't think he's killing boxing now. But it's just that nothing's going on. Pacquiao was fighting. He's like almost 50, and he lost badly. I heard. So
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had to sell the other. They had to sell.
He had his, preparation set
Yeah.
on one fighter, and then they just got scrapped out.
oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
had to
wow.
get surgery on his eye.
Oh
Yeah.
well,
They had to be like 2 weeks in advance. And it's like, oh shit.
So now I'm like, damn, now I got 2 weeks of preparing for somebody who that I was already training and prepared for somebody else.
right. I mean,
So that kind of just
yeah, it's gonna have an effect.
I threw a loop in it. That messed him up. You got beat pretty bad. I
Right.
heard.
Okay. Anybody got anything else on that topic? Is that it? All right. Give you some real talk. I'll start it off because I got something. I was looking on Facebook myself, and I scrolled on some crazy shit. But China always doing some extreme shit. But they always get the good extreme results at the end of the day for some reason. I don't know why, but they're trying to set a 3-hour weekly video game limit for children. Now imagine, you can imagine kids now, but even back then, if you had, sometimes some kids have, their games taken away during the weekday, and giving their games back on the weekend. So, did that help you as a child? Did that help you? Did your grades improve if did y'all live in that type of environment? Like with your game taken away during the weekdays?
No, mine got taken away if my grades were fucking up.
That's the only time.
And then or the TV was threatened, but that never really happened.
Mine's the same situation. I was in that same situation. Anybody else is in this type of situation though, as far as games taken away or anything, or any entertainment? It could be a TV, it could be whatever. Babe, you?
It would be like
Did you have like your phone or laptop?
everything had to be done in order for me to have extra privileges. So like I had to homework done, chore for the day done, then I go outside or come to the game or whatever else I do. But as soon as everything started slipping, no games, I always take my game, my TV, and put it in my brother. And I have to listen to them.
That's supposed to be deep.
That's
He came before me.
Yo.
That was so different. Like I'm sitting in my bed, and I'm just listening to punching sounds, kicking sounds. I'm listening to games change.
Just punch in the air about that one.
So
Just like damn.
So would they play on your save file?
And then it was back when if you didn't have or you had a save file, they just overwrite it.
Yeah.
And then start some new shit. They will overwrite my shit every single time. Halfway through a game, I come back, I be 2% through shit.
But listen, so what I'm saying, that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun stuff.
That's what.
It really is. I don't know what to do in that situation. But just to think about that, do you think that would work though? Do you think that your grades could have improved without that many hours of gameplay during the weekend? Do you think that worked?
If you already started without it, like you started school not playing games and you was, and that was like gifted to you later, okay, then you might be able to work around that. You'd be fine. But if you already started playing the game every day, X amount of time, then you go to pre-K kindergarten, and it's like, okay, cool. Where my game at, Mom? Nah, you only get 3 hours, so pick your 3 hours wisely. You're not gonna understand that, like, because it was already playing game all damn day.
Right.
Every day.
So this is the rule. It says those under 18 will only be allowed to play from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as well as public holidays.
That's great.
They're saying the move is an attempt by Chinese regulators to combat gaming addiction.
So you telling me that in high school, you want me to play the game for 1 hour?
My senior year.
Nah.
But see, but they're real in China though. They're real strict on education. Like they don't pull the education.
And
They get like month break.
Yeah.
They go to school all year long.
I get it, but no. I see why Jayden wanted to go home now.
Yeah. I wouldn't want you to be on it all day, every day. Like, you know, from like the time you wake up, like 8, 9, until like 10, like going crazy. Like, go outside and play.
Right.
Yeah. Like, oh,
It's different now. Like that's not even a thing. Plus, outside is way more dangerous than what it used to be.
It is. It's a lot of money in gaming. It's a lot of money.
look for that too.
I don't care. Like my brother's at my house, I don't care what he do.
Right.
He come over, we get to my house at 4 o'clock, he'll be up till 4 in the morning, just playing a game. But he's good at it, and I want him to be great. Be
That's good at what games you talking about?
Gaming, yes.
Okay, but I'm saying if he wasn't doing well in school.
If he's not doing well in school, that's a different story.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. But so you're saying obviously as long as he's getting good grades, he's good. He's whatever you want.
If you become a streamer, start making M's, then I'll homeschool that.
Yeah, but but it's based on his education is where it's supposed to be at. So obviously it is. So he's able to do that.
Until he fails a grade, I'm good.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
It's
All right.
like if you're doing bad in school, you gotta regulate it.
Yeah.
You gotta regulate the game.
But that made me think that the kids in China's not doing well. Then. If you want to drop a law like
Like
that.
crazy, you said.
But that's what, I know. But I'm saying you got rules like that already. You got rules out.
Well, and then again, I might be just feeding into the stereotype that they are all just
Genius.
above us
Yeah.
in general, as far as like education.
They probably just play the game way too much. They probably just play it way like double we play.
You can take them tournaments.
But that's the thing. But
Yeah, them taking tournaments are crazy.
I'm taking a tournament strike.
Yeah,
Wow.
that must be crazy.
Right.
Second, Capcom versus Mario.
Oh,
You know,
Those-
yo, fights
Yeah,
is
trash
trash.
crazy,
You
going
going
crazy.
crazy.
They don't do smash with this. They don't do smash with it.
Nah, they don't want to do
They
it.
don't.
I think
That
that's
is not on the world fight stage. It's not. They don't. The committee don't consider it a fight. The
I
committee.
think I've ever had this conversare.
We did.
All right. I got one more real talk. Then I'm gonna pass it to James. Mine is more of like it's a situation I feel like us as black males and black people in general, or people that's black and brown or whatever, fall into, especially professionally at work. Like, you know, like if there's always a situation, like you could feel it more so than somebody just coming out saying it. It's just like how you get treated. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you're in an environment with a person with a group of people that's not your culture, you feel that. You know what I'm saying? Or like the music they listen to, or if they ask you questions relating to a black culture thing. Like if y'all was talking about something else, and then I come in the picture, you thought you want to talk about sports, or you want to talk about rap, or something that you feel me, like something that you feel like
you can pertain to.
yeah, but but not like something that they would pertain to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just knowing a person, trying to get to know them, they already judge you from off of what somebody else is saying or from what you look like.
Stereotypes.
Yes. Yeah. My thing is like every day, whether we ignore it or not, we do. Regardless, I don't care what the situation is. You go to work or wherever environment you go to, and it's not based on the majority of your culture or your culture is in charge. Like if you're in somebody's house, you know what I'm saying? My question is like, I was talking to you, man. I remember talking to you a few days, and I was like, damn, I always wondered how it would be back then. Like I don't know how the hell they did it back then. Like somebody could say something. Like if somebody could say something, but the way I say it in a certain way, you could be like, oh, he said it in an aggressive way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I only imagine back then when people would lie on someone. You know what I'm saying? And you will never get the benefit of the doubt. Those type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like my thing is, do you think that's ever going to change or not?
It kind of has, but then again, kind of hasn't. Because
It's not as aggressive,
right,
but it's still there.
It's still there.
It's still there.
This is a more lighter version of it. Yeah, it's not raw cut like it was back in the day.
Right.
But it's still out there. For sure.
Someone's always gonna feel like they're being attacked.
So
Yeah, it depends on the person.
Yeah, too.
I feel it. Because some people will just let like certain things slide, and other people will get offended by every little thing.
right.
So it don't matter. Like your tone could matter to one person, but not to the next person. And it depends if they know you or not too. 'Cause
Right.
if they know you, then they know.
You know your tone.
Yeah.
They know you.
Yeah.
Person, right?
If somebody first meet me, they automatically assume that I'm aggressive just by how I talk to everybody else.
Exactly.
Because like
But
I do come off as aggressive,
right.
but you know, if you know me, you know that's just how I am.
Exactly. But see, the thing is, like, before I even also like even piggyback on that, do you not believe that, or do you think that for the person that feels that way is more so overreacting?
It really depends, because especially at work.
Yeah.
You know, some people will be like, oh, they just getting at me. Like, no, they're just trying to tell you something, and you're not listening to how they're saying it.
Right.
You're listening to what they're saying, not
Right.
how they're saying it.
So you're saying is that majority of the time you think, or is that just sometimes?
I say sometimes.
That's right. That's right. All right. So what you said as far as like your aggressive tone or whatever the case may be, if they know you and they take the time to know you, like you said, man, then you will be able to understand. Okay, well that's just how he is a type of situation. Because nowadays, like how people feel like the gay community is pushing whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They want to be accepted for who they are, right? So at the same time, regardless of who we think and how we feel, we still got to respect them and treat them the same way, right?
Yeah.
So it goes hand in hand with a lot of other things. So it's just something that, like my thing is, like, we've been trying, for as black culture, been trying to push that idea for centuries. But more so for, you know, as far as equal rights and whatever, we're not who we pretend to be and everything else, but we still get that, you know, then you feel it. You know what I'm saying? You get that, you know what I'm saying, that look or whatever. But yeah, that's all I wanted to touch on. Cause you know what I'm saying? That just, you know, that was on my mind. So I just wanted to get that off my chest, see what y'all thought about it. Is there anything else I want to add on to that before we move on?
Yeah, I got switches. Like, you have to turn on like the other version of you and then turn it off.
Yeah, you have to. Because you have to. Because some people that is not in our culture don't understand that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they won't we too much. And the thing is, it's not a bad thing because we take all of what they get and the bullshit they get.
Right.
So
I feel like it's just more of a I don't have a on off. It's more like a professional and regular. Okay, we all cool here type of situation. Like I'm totally different in the interview.
right,
But once you actually know me,
Yeah.
this is what you get.
exactly. And I like to meet different people because you learn from them. And you learn, okay, why you acting like this? Okay, you acting like this. Okay, cool. That's understandable. But instead of like understanding them and respecting that, you judge them. So that's the thing.
It's all about adapting to your environment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta read the room, see how it's like. You know what I'm saying? And just adapt to the room.
But I feel like we got to read way more for no other reason. Like, hell yeah, we gotta
That's a fact.
read way more. You don't think so? You don't think
It's
that we
either
got
you
to a
gotta
certain
read.
extent,
You either gotta read more, or you gotta adapt more. It's one of those.
I agree to that.
You have anything?
No, I think everybody's got to be responsible of keeping it consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as much as you want to change people's perception of who you are and stuff, if people within your culture keep feeding into that stereotype, you just won't get lumped in with them.
Like, what you mean, like, feed into it? Like, what you mean by that?
Okay, white people, if they see a black worker, they think, oh, they're all lazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if it's just you busting your ass, like, they're still gonna group you until they actually get to know you. You know what I mean? With that mentality.
Right.
So,
Right. I mean, y'all got good points. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wanted to hear because y'all come from different, ideas and points of view. But yeah, that's all I wanted to know. But that's good shit. Though, good talking. But like, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to know if y'all relate to that. If it was just me or not. But all right, Jim, what you got for good talk?
All right. So as you all have heard or seen, OnlyFans was going through that whole thing where they were going to take like pornographic stuff off their website, and then everybody was in a rough war, and they were like, "Nah, we're just kidding. We're going to keep it." Right. So that got me to thinking, what's the female equivalent of desperation men can monetize off of? You know what I mean?
It's the exact same thing.
I don't think
To
so.
be honest,
I don't think so.
you don't think so?
I don't think women are
If
dumb
they're
enough.
out there,
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure somebody desperate enough to pay for a dick pic.
Oh, you be surprised, bro.
I kind of agree with I agree with James. I agree with James.
I
I
don't
can't.
know
I couldn't.
about
How from a
We're the
certain
only ones
person?
that are dumb enough to pay for,
Yeah.
naked pics.
Yeah.
For sex even, I don't think women would ever stoop that low. So I don't know.
No, because it's freely given to women. Like y'all men
We
just
charge $40 too.
here you go.
They're not gonna pay more.
When?
They ain't gonna pay.
They're not gonna
When?
Y'all be surprised.
I mean,
If a girl come to you, right, and she said, well, instead of me paying for it, can I come see you? You gonna say, not pay for it?
Yeah.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Free
Listen.
Like, yo, I am a little short on this spoon bill.
Listen, if the price is right, I mean, shit.
She gonna come over and tell you she wanna come see you, but she not paying the 40. You gonna be like, nah, pay the 40. I don't believe that. I really don't. You by yourself, I don't believe that.
It depends.
She called
on
that
how.
like 11:30.
It depends on how business is that day. Like if business booming, I bet. If I'm going through a drought,
It smells jiggly.
I said, no. But my thing is, the circles
I have to
that-
take that out.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I feel like, be perfect, because I don't know. I'm guessing the circles that they're in, it's probably with like old rich widows or some type of shit like that, or somewhere
Did you ever
where.
see Deuce Bigelow?
Yeah, but that's not.
So what? It's the same shit.
That's not accurate. That is not
Same
accurate.
shit. Same shit.
That's
Same shit. Same shit.
It's definitely
I'm
women
hearing it.
out there that pay for it.
Sugar
I'm not
dollars.
saying that's not, but I'm saying it's
Yeah,
way
sugar
more
Sugar is
of
a
us
thing.
driving to look for it than they are.
Oh,
Way,
yeah.
like it's not even close.
Yeah.
Not even
Yeah.
close. But you can't say all.
But you'll see you surprised of how many do it.
You know what? I got it.
That's fair. But I'm
Start selling wigs.
Start something.
Start selling wigs. Start selling hair.
Okay.
They do it for the hair. say they won't. Say they won't. Hey, somebody that say they won't.
What, bro? They'll do it for 8.
I ain't putting y'all out there. Y'all want to go attack? Go find this.
Yo, I ain't saying nothing about this.
I'm not doing none of that right now. I'm really not.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
I
man.
done seen Shorty or two doing for an eighth.
Damn, not an 8.
For an eighth fee.
The story.
Crazy.
Yo,
Right.
man, listen.
But then,
I
okay.
never seen him. Never seen him on Maury talk about I sucked dick for a cheeseburger.
Okay,
But that's like an exchange
Yeah,
for
but for more
something.
times
Yeah.
not to be fair too, for more, they don't look attractive, or they don't look like a person that can just. Well, I don't know. You don't know, but they don't look. They look like how they sound.
You know what? That's another thing too. They can just be like butt fucking ugly and still make that sell
Yeah,
because
that's a fact.
coochie.
Yeah.
But you gotta come with a complete package for you to do.
That's a fact.
Like I'm gonna have to change my answer. Now I'm thinking about it like
Told
damn.
you, bro. It's over. Yeah, you gotta.
You damn near gotta be 6'7".
Yeah.
You gotta have money. You gotta have your own car. You gotta cook.
Gotta have a mansion.
That's a
You
fact.
think I'm about to fuck you for free? You gotta pay to fuck you when you ain't got a car, nigga.
No, but see, those girls, do you want to be with those type of girls that demand all of that, but don't have their side or their equal value to get back? See, those are the girls you gotta not. You
All
gotta
I'm saying
avoid.
is-
Those are the girls you cannot please those ones.
Those
Those
be the ones that look great.
Fire.
That's fire and
Those
dude.
be the ones that be
But you
just
wonder
like
why.
put
But
up
you wonder why they be single though. They be bad as fuck, but they be single.
They
Why?
fire and they talk hella shit.
And but why though?
Because they know.
You see
Because
why?
they
Because they
know.
got dudes.
Because they know. They know what's going
Man,
on.
what do you think? You're fired, so what do you think? But you're married,
You're
so
fired.
it's like you're fired, so but you're married though. So what is the mindset of the ones that is fired?
Choose
But
your
they're
answer
not-
correctly.
And then also
Yeah.
we're not. But listen, we're not bashing because there's men out here that I'm not gonna say that is that, but that can get girls. They're like that as well, and they're single too. And this female's like, well, question the same situation instead of getting my personality. But you're at
Yeah,
Why do you
spit
think-
that one?
It's the truth. I'm spitting that shit right now. I'm sorry. Well, go ahead, man. Why do you think though?
I don't think a fire girl is gonna pay for sex.
No, I'm not talking.
Like,
about that.
what are
am
you
I
talking about? What are you?
I'm saying like, there's girls out there that we're just even in like girls that we don't know but we don't know her story either though. But just how it looks like, damn, why is she single? You know what I'm saying? Those type of girls, why, like that's what we're saying. Like the reasons of why that probably is, based on the topic we just had. What was it? The whole
It was the what's the male equivalent
the
of
OnlyFans situation. Yeah.
Oh, why some pretty girls are single? Well, because it could be a plethora of things. Like, either she's too snobby and the guy, like
Is the standards too high, and they feel like they can match those things? What is like in their head? What is matching a dude with the car, with money, with a house? Is it just ass? Do you think?
Ass and pretty face.
But I have to have all these things to have your ass. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying.
that's for like the bougie ones,
I gotta have all
though.
these
I
things.
feel
I
like
have to have everything.
Just
I have to have all these
text.
boxes checked instead of helping me check these boxes.
Just so we can spoon.
I have to have it checked. But see, but that's why males, I think, look at females like not as like an equal in a sense, more so like a add-on. Because I gotta have all this for you to even talk to me.
And if I got all this, what the fuck I need you for?
Exactly.
But not only that,
Maybe it's like
but that goes vice versa
Of
too.
course. But
So,
I'm not saying
they don't
that's
see
right.
it that way.
I'm not saying that's right for the males to look at them as add-ons because they're not. That's how they fuck up, and that's why they either lose the love of their life or they either not with the mother or same situation. I don't know the story, but
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
everybody's life is
Story
different.
right.
man.
Everybody's life is different. But this is what I think, as far as dudes, like you see some of these pretty women with cars and you think like you don't know what they do. All they do is just be on IG or OnlyFans, but you think, okay, how do they get these cars? Some dudes be just chopping them out,
First thing I think
chopping
is
out
like,
money.
Oh yeah.
You buy them
the
cars.
first thing I think is like, she driving her nigga car. That's the first thing I think.
Oh damn.
Or
That's always the first thing I think. I
Or
said
it
she
could
got
be,
boyfriend.
or it could be somebody she just fucking with that they bought her a car.
And she ain't fucking with that nigga.
What
Sugar
if she
in
have a
the
good
right?
paying job? What if she have a good paying job and got it for herself?
If I don't know her, she's a complete stranger, I'm gonna start
Yeah.
breaking down scenarios.
She
That's
could be
how
a
I
nurse.
know.
She
That's
could be a
just
nurse
how I
or
am, though.
influencer.
Like you saying she knows she doesn't have no job.
So you personally know
got a
it's
drug dealer nigga.
Not even
Look.
just saying from
Yo.
a personal stand, but it is women out there that's like that.
Yeah.
Believe that. So you think they ain't fucking with a nigga and they ain't chopping them out shit, and they just dumping these niggas?
The way my mind works.
It
it's
depends. It
It's automatic.
depends.
They probably got a
If
line.
I
They
see-
probably got line.
She driving.
Okay,
First
so-
of all, it is mine. This
But
is
see-
five.
But see,
Well, everybody thinks differently. Because I would think it could be like a lot of different reasons as to why she's driving a nice car. I'm not gonna automatically think, oh, it's a sugar daddy.
Yeah,
I
I gotta agree.
I
With
know,
you. And that's-
so-
I ain't gonna lie. For the most part, though, it might really very well be their car. And if it is their car, they should be able. Those women right there who got their shit straight, and handling their shit. Like I said, that goes back to the pre-grid I'm talking about. That's single.
Should not be single.
I should not be single. But,
That's what I'm saying.
but, see, but if they're dealing with
Well,
dudes
yeah.
that's not their equal, then I understand that.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't be dealing with niggas that's not their equal then. So that
No.
would make sense of why they're still single. So it's
Yeah.
always. I think that could be a possibility.
Look, I just got to. We can talk about this.
It's
We digress.
so much.
We digress like
But I'm
There's
just
motherfuckers.
so much.
No,
to
it's
this, man.
not because it's relating to this topic
Yeah.
when it acts though. So we still on track. It's
No, like the topic that I was about to say.
Oh,
Part-
yeah.
man.
We part two.
Part to it.
But yeah, man, I just want to touch on how angles go. We're not getting at nobody. We should be fair with everybody.
Yeah, there's just a lot of different angles to this topic.
Point is, sugar mama me.
Fuck all that shit.
So
One last thing. All right, go ahead.
I was gonna say like, so if a sugar mama did offer a nice amount of money, you gonna-
Yes.
And she's like 60, 70.
6 foot 7.
6
No,
or 7.
60
Yes,
years
60,
old,
60,
70.
What I gotta do?
you gotta get some sugar every now and then.
Every now and then? What's now and then?
Once a
Yeah,
month. Once a month.
shit.
The person
Yeah, whenever
First
she,
and 15,
whenever
that's
she
the
is.
time.
Person to 15.
Bi-weekly checks.
Wait, time out how she look.
Yes.
You already said it. You already signed up.
Right.
We're gonna part two.
It's a fire 60-year-old.
But,
Believe that.
All right,
Be like, yo, she's 60?
Listen, Kyle.
Nah.
We're gonna part two that because I feel like you go for that. We gonna go for the we gonna go to music right now.
We'll be back next week.
We gonna go for music right now.
Let's talk about Drake. Drake.
What about
Drake?
What about Drake?
Y'all listen to the album?
Yeah.
I did. I gave it a couple of listens.
Okay. We're gonna go around and get y'all rates. Did you listen to the album?
A
You
little
took too
bit.
long. You took too long.
I listened to what you played, babe.
Okay.
Some
so
of it.
We're gonna go around. Y'all can just give it a rate. You ain't gotta say why. Just got a rate. Ferg, start with you.
Sorry.
Side.
What that mean?
No,
1 to 10.
It's not horrible, but it's not fire.
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
5, 6.
6.5, 7.
Okay. Listen.
Yeah, listen. Here we listen. Good or
Out of
5.
10. 5.
5 out of 10.
5. Oh.
Dave said my feet.
But James. I respect it. Heaps.
Call me Epson. I'm anyway, so shit, I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna live there.
The second toughest critic.
Nah,
JD.
Right.
It's
It's not that low though. It's right around James, like 5.
5.
It wasn't all that, but it wasn't super trash. It got some songs on there that you could vibe to, but overall, out of all the songs, it's just not good.
y'all gotta stop this 24 tracks.
Yeah, like put out 21 tracks and you only got like 6, maybe 7
like
good songs
12,
out of
15
those
at least.
21.
You gotta,
That's
you gotta
not
shoot
good.
Chris Brown percentage.
That's not good.
Brown
Like,
percentage.
that's not good at all. Like, if you got 21
I'm not
tracks,
gonna
you gotta at least have at least 15 good
9.5.
tracks.
Out of
That's
that
21.
No, we gonna ask Tyler. Go ahead, Tyler.
I only listened to like half of it.
Then your opinion. No
Oh,
problem.
you the real Drake fan.
I don't like the sound I heard though. I like, I'll give it like a 7.
You didn't listen to all of them, but you gave it a 7.
That's what Drake fan. That's what Drake fans do,
You
man.
gotta finish it.
Once he finished the whole Drake, he gonna be like, that's
You
a
gotta
top
get
10.
it.
Cause I know what
Yeah, I get
I
you.
know what to expect from a Drake album. That's just not.
Alright.
I know what to like
That's-
expect.
I
I know
was-
what to look for.
Type A&R over
Base-
there.
Yeah.
Based
That's
on
kinda-
it-
that's kinda
based
like
on what it
that.
was, based on what it was, and it being just a Drake album, it was Drake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 6, just because it was consistent.
Mm.
It wasn't nothing extra. It wasn't nothing like new.
It was
It was it was Drake.
Well, I guess once you get, I don't know. I guess when you get to, I feel like he rose kind of fast, like fast. I think faster than any like rapper. Me,
Oh, yeah.
I think
For sure.
that he just rose kind of faster than this. Like it's hard to create new shit like a lot.
It is. Like, what he got to that point now, it's like, nothing's changing. It's like,
In other words-
it's at the point now, like, your shit is starting to, still. Like,
Sound the same.
yeah.
Well, I still enjoyed it. I
Yeah,
mean,
you know.
what-
One
what's
more
up?
question.
Songs
One more
on there
question.
you enjoy it.
Ready? This is going to start fight. This is where the comments gonna come for us. Who had the better album?
Between Kanye and
Drake or Kanye?
I didn't listen to it.
I didn't listen to Kanye.
I listened to Kanye's too, and his was
Both not on that.
it wasn't that great either. But honestly, I will pick Kanye's over his.
One fight?
I would have to listen to Kanye.
Sure.
But I heard some crazy shit like they was trying. That's
No, some of his skits was off the chain.
Yeah.
So
Right,
the
you got some
first, the
really
opener is just a lady repeating his mom name over and over,
Another thing.
which apparently it was her heartbeat.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
hard.
it was her last heartbeat.
Oh
That's
wow.
crazy.
Yeah, that's her last hurt.
But I'm definitely gonna put Drake over Kanye, just because Kanye tried some new shit, but it didn't slap like I wanted it to.
I think I gotta be in some type of movie with some Kanye versus the album.
I feel like I gotta play this on the way to church. That's not as crazy. Listen. As crazy as it sounds, I gotta be like, wake up early on Sunday, 5 o'clock in the morning. All right, I'm about to go on this Kanye. I'm about to play that Donda, just because of the tone it gives me.
Right.
And I'm not gonna say I just don't go to church. I'm just not always in the church going type of mood.
Right.
So it's like I can't really play it like that.
That's
What,
what
that
I'm
Drake?
saying. I just gotta have the time.
I can play that first 8 or 9 on Drake.
Yeah, that first
It'd
they
be like-
crazy.
too sexy for my.
What?
Yeah, that's
It's
the
slack.
catchy one.
I like that song.
That's the one
I
I
really
like.
did enjoy that song a lot. And that video was great.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay. What?
That was a great video.
That's just slap.
Kawhi was the perfect person for that video, dude. It was so perfect.
I like the Perry Trey on that one too. That's one I got stuck on. Right.
Very strange, actually. Well, that's Travis Scott, right? Like, in the Bible. In the Bible is my shit.
Love on.
The songs he do with no hooks, he be fire.
Yeah.
And then that champagne poetry. The intro.
That's probably when I listen to the intro, I still think Tuscan Leather was probably his best intro.
Yeah.
Listen, it was giving me Tuscan Leather vibes about how the time was going,
Yeah,
but Tuscan Leather will be by far the greatest intro from Drake of all time.
Who produced it?
Yeah.
Prime for you.
Yeah,
Right.
Ryan for it.
So how much time is the nigga spending on the intro?
That's probably one of the best.
That was a
In
great
that beat
intro.
switch.
Yeah.
That switch was great.
All right, Tyler, what you have for music? Let's Tyler, you was done with that, right?
I'm done with that.
Well, it's a video out there that they say is over Tip Drill, and we all know how Tip Drill was. If you snuck on to watch BET Uncut, late night.
BET After Dark.
If you old enough to remember BET Cut, then you know Tip Drill.
I'm not old enough to remember.
So I'm pretty sure you have these.
You've seen it.
So, yeah.
I've seen.
So there is there is a female rapper named Suki Hana, and she dropped a video for her song
Everywhere.
Pussy Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, that video was crazy, though.
That video was off the chain.
And
I didn't even watch the whole thing. Just from like that minute and some seconds, I was like, oh.
the whole
It's
video
a softcore porno.
is wild.
Yeah.
It is wild.
I'm like, whoa.
The question I got for y'all,
Boobies everywhere.
yeah.
Just flapping up. I'm like,
Yes.
oh my god.
So my question for y'all for this question is: do y'all think did it surpass Tip Drill?
Your question for this question?
Yeah, the
Question.
question.
This answer
Did it
is,
For me,
I don't know. I can't say. The picture was like crazy too.
Tip Drill still gets talked about.
That's
So that's
like
my
still
answer.
Tip Drill's
talked
golden.
about to this day.
It is good.
Like, you can't compare something new to something old, but kind of sort of equivalent. It's not.
This is kind of
You
the
can't-
standard the same. But
Yeah.
You can't really compare this to Tip Drill because the standards set on men, standards set on women is totally completely different. Like as to what you can and can't do.
Right.
Those tins
You can't take your card and swipe it across somebody's ass and not get in trouble for it. But a girl can just flash all that shit. Do what they. She was eating pussy in the video, my nigga.
I guess it depends on who you are.
Straight up.
That depends on who
She
you
was
are.
cunnilingus in the video. Like,
Well, I mean, like if you see Uncut before, that's what that video goes right in there.
Right,
So
yeah,
it's
pretty much.
nothing new. I mean, did it pass Tip Drill? See, it just came out, and Tip Drill been out for years. Like
and
you
the
said.
difference is that Tip Drill is actually a good song. You can listen to Tip Drill by itself and not watch the video.
Right.
And you're like, oh, it's just like
Right.
Suki. That song is trash.
Right. I can
Try to
see
just press mute and let it rock.
Right.
It's one of those.
I can see that in strip clubs or some type of shit, but other than that, I don't see it played anywhere. I can't see that played in the clubs.
You know, that's
soft porn.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. She don't. I'm not sure if she actually. I'm not sure if she actually make music.
Hardcore porn.
That was
That's hardcore porn. Yo, you see a girl eating a pussy on video,
Yeah,
that's
that's
hardcore porn, bro. That ain't soft porn.
That's not
I don't know. That's kind of extreme.
That's extreme.
That's
I mean, but
that's regular.
But that's
regular.
that's regular stuff.
That's you
I
do
mean,
it.
yeah.
Because you do it.
But yeah,
She's subject to pay rent, my nigga. So I can't.
that's
say
the
nothing about
it area. That's the angle that we're going now. I mean, everybody. Pretty soon, everybody's gonna be naked everywhere.
She ain't even on YouTube yet.
So
So
what's
that's
the-
how
what's
you know that shit is
What's the
like,
point of buying all these clothes? Everybody gonna be naked.
No, but that's where it's going. Hey, what you think?
It's nuts. I haven't listened to Tip Drill or watched that. I haven't even heard of that before.
Right.
It's a very
Yeah.
It's a very old song.
Because I don't delve into that type of stuff. That's not.
She's a God-fearing woman.
Yeah, that's not really my scene.
It's
So
okay, baby.
That's okay.
yeah.
That's okay. Don't let them play.
You heard it.
Don't let the streets talk to you.
Hey,
man.
You
Right.
heard that new Kirk Franklin?
I don't
Whatever.
No.
Whatever.
I listen to.
You was a
other-
disrespectful nigga.
Yeah.
And I told that out.
We don't pray for her. But yeah, I don't know. That is wild. But that's the thing. Don't be surprised if you start seeing more and more artists in music.
Yeah, for sure.
I like too sexy for my shirt.
Anything else before we move on?
Ay, ay,
Anything else? Anything?
Kendrick, we ready?
Yeah.
Yo, they said, oh, J. Cole dropped, Drake dropped, Kanye dropped. Who else we waiting on to drop?
Right.
They talking about some G Herbo Deluxe. It was without. It was
No,
without.
I was.
Like he already dropped.
What?
Deluxe gonna have like 4 songs.
We're going like 3-4.
That's what people deluxes do now. 4 songs.
They must don't believe Kendrick gonna drop anything.
We waiting on Kendrick. No offense to Herb, don't come shoot me, but fuck Herb. We waiting on
Herb ain't had
Kendrick.
nothing to do with that, bro.
No disrespect, Mr.
They call it
Never
Mexico.
know. Now he really gonna shoot you. Now he really gonna shoot you. Yeah. You just keep disrespecting man. Come on.
He don't get on IG Live with you.
Let me hear him save his life real quick. That's what the topic. All right, babe, you want to start relationship topics, please?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
You don't need this one.
Nervous.
I'm gonna read this little this picture from Facebook that I seen in this group that I was in. And so it says, my husband is beginning to fundraise for his new startup. I am a professional brand strategist. He and his co-founder want my help naming their company, crafting messaging, and creating their website and pitch materials. When I asked how formal the arrangement would be and whether there will be any compensation involved, he was incredibly hurt and now believes I don't support his business. This couldn't be further from the truth. I am extremely proud of him. He says he respects my opinion and apologizes for making assumptions, but I can tell I really hurt him and made him feel unsupported. I'm used to being compensated for the same skills in my day job, so I was surprised by his reaction and felt like my expertise wasn't valued. Am I completely wrong here? Should I work for him for free on the principle of being his wife?
No.
This is not relating to us either.
No, this is like a...
Let me find out.
It was just curious to me, so I wanted to hear y'all opinion on it.
Since I answered first, I gotta go first.
Yeah.
No, you ain't gotta work for free. Fuck him. That's my answer. You ain't about to sit here and ask for a service that you actually do, that you actually get paid for free. It's one thing if y'all just experiment and try some shit out. Okay, cool. This actually came out great. But if you actually get paid to do this shit, you should get paid to do it for whoever it is. I don't give a fuck if you my mother, father, husband, wife, wherever you are. You pay me.
I don't believe
Hey,
it. I don't believe it. 'Cause I feel like
Is that why everybody would like that?
Yeah, I don't believe
No, the part that had me is when you said husband.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. But yeah, that just threw me off. It is. But no, I'm saying I really doubt that if your mother asked you to do something that you would do at work and actually do for her.
My mother.
seriously
Okay,
doubt that
you're right.
you
You're
would
right.
be like,
I'm not. Pay me. I'm not taxing my mom.
okay,
She said I think.
okay. So I know what you're saying. Like you should at least get something for doing that. But at a job, they have to pay you.
Okay, right. There should be something in return.
Yes.
So like, if I do my mom a favor, she might not have to pay me, but I bet she'll make me a fucking dinner that I want.
Right.
But as far as everybody else, pay me.
I feel you. I respect.
Payment.
Tyler?
Same.
Payment.
Gerald?
I believe that.
Payment.
Exactly. Yeah, I believe that.
Self?
but as far as what she said, husband and wife though, for me, you get paid.
Pay.
So, not cash, but you get paid. So you have things. So.
You say $3. You say you don't get paid with this dick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't know, but you do get paid though. You not how you talking. That's included, but it's
Leg up.
But I'm saying your boxes is checked, okay?
Hand on neck, other hand on front.
You see that smile?
Why you being weird? I can't.
But seriously,
Oh my goodness.
I do believe that if someone is helping you out, that they should at least get something in return. Yes. I don't believe that anybody should work for free because or feel like they just being forced to do stuff.
So she's supposed to work for the peen?
You know what I just said? You know what I just said?
What does she get?
Whatever she
Not
wants.
working them up. You know what?
So it's
So
like
you tell me, yo, Steph.
I'll pay
Let's say,
$100 an episode. No.
let's say she doing this. She doing this.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen, she doing this recording now, right?
yeah.
And she do the recording for however long until we get functioning to where she can be on camera.
Mm-hmm. She can be functioning on
You
camera.
buy her a bag or some shit?
For what?
A token of appreciation for
But
all her hard work behind the camera.
I won't buy her bag. She has enough bags. But you have enough bags?
Yeah. Bags?
Yeah, but I do want this
Blink
Michael
twice.
Kors one.
Blink twice, you got your bags.
You don't even a weird person.
Yes, I do.
No, but on the real, I do believe that you should be getting something for what you do. Yes, I don't believe that anybody should be working free. But at the same time,
She said she want to fill her up every day.
well, I don't be getting. Well, in this story that she read, I can look it up. It's not me. Okay, this is a real life story of somebody else. But no, what she said, he feeling offended and all this other shit, then she don't do shit and all that.
No, he feel unsupported at the fact that she wants to be compensated. Like, you should do this for free because you're my wife.
So basically out of love.
Yeah, you should be doing all of this. It could take no matter how many hours it takes for you to create my pitch materials and create my website and do all of this and do all of that.
I wouldn't be like, have her do it while I go outside.
And he has a co-founder, so it's not just solely him.
Oh, no, that's crazy. Yeah. No, that situation is crazy.
That's totally different.
That's
totally different.
Yeah.
That's totally different.
Payment.
It ain't me.
That's totally
Yeah.
different.
I would pay you. If that was that situation,
Agreed.
if that was that exact situation.
Payment.
Yes. And that's what you do at work,
Yeah.
too? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I get paid.
Yeah.
Now, if they want to do it out of love, that's on them.
Right.
That's on
I mean, you could do it.
Like, she say, nah, baby, you gotta pay me. Okay.
James, you gotta say.
I'm not gonna argue with
that's
you.
not- Nah, even if she's his wife, that's not an excuse to take advantage of somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Pay me.
All right, Joe, Junior. Go ahead.
That's what you did? That part.
Pay me. My hand's red.
Extra Joe on the show. But all right, that's how our opinions on that. All right, then.
Pay me.
So, what is next is
It's me.
you again.
It's me.
33 years. 33 years of marriage, and these motherfuckers don't divorce. Talk about the Currys. That's Dell and Sonny, that is.
Okay.
So apparently, what had happened was they was going through a little rough patch at the height of COVID in March 2020. They separated, living in different houses, doing a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of allegations flew around. Now they officially getting divorced. My question is time really a factor in how your relationship works? Because apparently in 33 years,
she was cheating.
he was cheating first.
Well, we knew first that she was cheating because they weren't telling each other or something. It was some
This-
wild shit.
what happened was
Like,
he
put it out
he put her shit out there, and she had to set the record straight out there. And she was cheating with Steve Johnson,
Who's that?
old tight end for the Patriots. They all went to what's it, VTech, Virginia Tech? They all went to Virginia Tech together.
So he was cheating first. Or she was cheating
That's all
first.
here. Yes, according to them, the record goes he cheated first, and then she
When did he
stayed.
start cheating? Like recently, or like
They didn't
for
give
the
it. They
past
didn't even have
few
the timeline. They
years?
just said he went first.
And she chose to stay.
And she chose to stay.
And she cheated. But she had the choice.
They just need to go to therapy.
That's just weird, man.
Women do everything
or-
but leave.
Well,
But leave.
Talk your shit.
They'll be like, okay, babe, you know what? It's all right. We're gonna patch it up. You know, we're gonna work through things. Then she cheats. She cheats back. And now it's a whole bunch of hurt, revenge, cheating, bunch of all that, apologies and all that. Instead of her just leaving.
So who fought it the time?
They did fall first for cheating,
Okay.
but then she stayed. So now it's just her.
They both hold accountability.
They just need to go to therapy or
That's
talk to each other.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Whoever cheated first is that person's fault first.
Right.
Now, whoever stays, that's on you.
Right.
That's on you now.
Yeah, and apparently, Steph picked his side. So.
Oh, I thought they picked the mom's side. I
Yeah,
thought
he
they
did.
Yeah, Steph picks the mom's side.
I said Steph picked his side, I mean Steph picked Steph's side.
Okay. Gotcha.
So,
Oh, yeah, I see. It's a lot of Steph.
Yeah, so.
A lot of stuff.
Gotcha.
Like Steph's mom. Yeah, Steph was like, yeah, that's my mom, bro. So I'm already on her side.
Most definitely.
Because they are.
That's
They
mama,
got
yeah,
tired.
that's like
They got tired, bro.
Yeah, mama always first. I
Right.
love mama. Like,
So- So now they're not talking to the father anymore.
I don't think so.
They ain't got they
Dang.
didn't get that together. That's
That's
They
nice.
gotta get that together.
Now it's
unfortunate.
they don't live in the same house anymore. I want to say she lived. I want to say the article said she lived with Steven Jackson, but I said Jackson. Oh shit, Johnson.
I put my man out there, man. He just shout out to
That's
All
great.
the Smoke, All the Smoke, whatever that podcast about. That shit's but yeah, that's crazy. I'm afraid to ask Joe. I'm gonna ask. What do you think about that?
When they say the Patriots cheat, but she cheated with Patriots.
Oh my God.
Still technically cheating.
Still
No.
cheating. Cheaters
He
cheating.
didn't cheat.
Cheating is cheating.
You was helping cheat.
Exactly.
I'm not saying it's ever an okay time to do that type of stuff,
Right.
but 33 years, it's like, yo, that should have been done.
At a certain point, you gotta.
Because that's hang it up more than half
Yo,
your
Jersey-
lifespan.
Right.
Yo,
That
Jersey
person-
gotta go in the fucking Raptors after like 20.
Yeah.
No, 5. Yo, Jersey's in the Raptors.
After you get married.
So I said, oh, you get married. You think you got the moral? After you get married 5 years, you still got left.
Like, what? After the ceremony?
You can see what kind of person I am right now. I don't care. I'm still young. I'm out here in these goddamn streets. Talking about
It stops. Like, it stops as soon as you put the ring on. It should go up there. After 20 years. After 20 years.
30
She
of the
said,
same.
she said she want to get married. I said, don't waste my time.
That man said,
I'm going to keep fucking till I'm 49.
that man said,
It's not my
that man gave him 20-year cushion
20 years.
after the marriage.
Like, yo, he's still in these streets for another 20 years, my dog.
That's
What
hilarious.
you gonna do? What you
Oh,
That means I got 20 years left in my life.
Like, just, all right, bro, you got a 20-year cushion, man. Fuck that, man. Fuck it, man. You still out here, bro.
Right.
Knowing that you got a whole wedding ring on, so it don't.
You know how fast a wedding ring can come off?
All right.
Work said I can't wear this.
All right.
Work said I can't wear this.
I'm gonna put this in the locker.
Oh, you got it, man. Why you did that, wife? What you talking
I
about?
got my ring at work.
Well, y'all listen.
Man.
Any women that interested in this man, just beware.
And we on vacation.
Just beware.
Like, man, let me so.
He joking, but he's married. He damn near married. Why he over here? Can't try to put a white car on live, but I'm just saying.
Jersey, Raptors.
Hey, like I said,
Where your jersey
but
at?
bottom line though, listen, bottom line though, we hope the Currys
Bottom line is
better,
don't
fix
cheat.
that. And you know, that's nobody's business, man. On the real though. So hopefully everybody get that. It's our business, but y'all put it out there.
Yeah, put it out there. So it's everybody's
But it's our
business.
though. But yeah. But good luck to those guys.
Don't cheat. Cheating for their
As
best.
far as anything with relationship, I know nobody had the topic before, but did anybody want to just based on this or whatever we talked about today, did anybody want to add on to relationships? Period.
I just want to say, women, just leave. Just leave.
He's saying that because he's single, so he getting more opportunities for y'all.
No, listen. Open the door. Actually, go ahead and stay. You know why? Because in a relationship, it's 1-on-1. If you single, then it's 1 versus 25. I like my eyes 1-on-1. What you talking about? We out here.
Now he being
Streets.
now he trying to not be the streets. He's two
Yeah.
different guys right now. That was educated right there.
Why you still kind?
Right.
Chill.
But is that it? Is that? Alright, we're about to end it with one more topic left. We normally do this, you know, we have fun with this topic. It could be anything, which is top 5 or whatever the case is. A situation could be from movies, actors, wrestlers, race cars, all that shit. So James, you had the top 5 for us this week.
Yes,
What you got, man?
Top 5 villains in video games.
Top five.
So it could be anything. It could be like any video game play. It don't matter. It don't have to be for only Sony or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. All right. Anybody? Babe, do you have now? When you say it could be anything, it could be like, you know,
Humor.
no, you played a lot of games to where as though in your game career, you had a what system did you have?
GameCube, and then yeah, I had a Sega, GameCube, and PS2 back then.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
Speaking of
I
PS2s,
don't.
I'm not gonna say
you
Oh.
got like 2 months, 2, 3 months.
Come to the bonfire tonight.
Let me tell you when you be.
I'm being a whore tonight.
Oh my god.
I might not make it.
Anyway, so you got time to think about it, okay? Just think about it. Who want to go first as far as this topic? Want to start it? All right, go ahead. So.
Alright, top 5 video game villains. Number 1, well, no order. But I'm gonna go number 1, Bowser. Number 2, I'm gonna go with
Mario, I'm sorry.
Oh man, listen,
I'm sorry.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
wow.
You made it too easy.
Shots.
You made it too easy.
Martin. We will not ignore the fact that he looks like a stud, but we're gonna move
Oh,
on. We're gonna move on. Alright, we're gonna move on.
Tyler.
Hey, Chris.
Wow.
What else we need?
Go ahead, please. This is a free show. This is a free show. Please just go. I don't know why what that was about. Go ahead.
Now, number 2 on my list, Zeus from God of War. Number 3, Haji from Tekken, the old man. 4, Doctor Crash Bandicoot.
Cortex.
Yep. Dr. Cortex. And for number 5, I'm gonna go Joel. No,
It kinda is though,
he
if you
is.
think about it.
Kind
Cause he,
Listen, Joe did nothing wrong.
Alright, Joe, hold on. No, we're not getting into this.
Joe
The
did
name
nothing
top 5.
wrong.
Top 5.
we gonna talk after the show.
Okay.
Number 5, I'm gonna probably go with. This is tough. The last one is always tough.
You did that for me.
No, it's 5. It's 5.
Then why does it take you so long to pick up?
Right,
Because there's so many.
Yeah,
There's so many.
People had this list ready.
There's so many.
It is.
There's so many.
Try to problem.
Shit.
Next,
What's the one?
Gerald, you go.
I guess I'm gonna go with the Joker.
There you go. Alright.
There's so many.
Well, I guess going Bowser as well. Dr. O'Brien. Go ahead.
Who are the top three?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Well, I go with Wesker from Resident Evil. Shao Kahn. You know, there. That's what I think for me.
Those are I'm gonna start. I'm gonna take Shao Kahn from you. Shao Kahn definitely in any more. Well, not the last two, but the damn near most.
Shit, 9, Mortal Kombat 9, Shao Kahn?
He was tough.
Mortal Kombat 2, Shao Kahn.
What else? I'm gonna say Broly and I think Liu Kang. You gotta lock him up.
Yeah, I remember that one.
He
That
was-
was tough. That was a tough fight.
And my last one, I'm gonna do say. It is a lot. It is a lot. That's why video game stuff. That stuff. No, I guess I'm gonna go with Eggman. Got the bottom. James, what you got?
M. Bison.
Yeah.
I had Wesker as well. 006 from GoldenEye. 64. Andros from Star Fox. Right, I was thinking. And, yeah, I'll say Bowser as well. I better have Bowser and Eggman and Drake's. I say Motaro in Mortal Kombat 3, because like the fact that he can teleport, he can just shoot off like throw the freeze at him, that should have bounced off of him and try to hit you.
Right.
Like he was impossible to jump to and kick you. Yeah, he was hard to fucking stop. And I'd say Rubik from Evil Within 1. Cause like he'll pop up in like areas, say like, geez, he's where Steph is. He'll just start walking up to you. You can't even run from him. You have to basically turn around and walk away. Because if you start jogging, he's going to start teleporting behind you. And then he's just going to hit you like that, and you're dead. Yeah. Shit is fucking crazy.
I have one more. Y'all ever played Fight Night?
You talk about that Frost music,
Yes. Yes.
Right
He
now,
was
which
on
one? You know,
Yo,
what-
Fight Night Champion.
Champion. I think it was Champion.
They call them boxers.
Champion. It was the last fight.
I am
That's
feeling
what
it.
it's about.
Dog. That's
Terrible.
motherfucker.
First of all, the setup of that whole fight
was bull.
you gotta survive the first 2 rounds. You can't hit him at all.
Right.
Then you gotta you gotta land 75 body blows, and then you have to knock him out in like between round 4 and like 8 or something like that.
Some crazy shit. And this dude is like so fucking powerful.
You don't
Like,
get your health back.
You don't get your health back.
You don't
hit
get your
one
stamina
time,
back.
you damn near ready to get knocked.
Oh, I got an honorable mention. I got a couple.
Yeah,
Yo,
so many.
hold on. Monica on Avengers.
Yeah.
Anybody playing Avengers?
Oh
Marvel
my
Avengers?
God.
Monica,
That
oh,
bitch.
something.
Her too.
Yeah,
Like, dog, we kept that.
What's the one girl on the new Mortal Kombat?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
She's sick.
Chronica.
Veronica.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's sick.
if you think about it, yeah. You can get fired.
Alright, what about D-Mob or Crow?
Can I do my list? Damn!
Hurry up, bro. That's a good question with earlier. I want to answer.
Fuck.
These niggas in Madden.
What's going on?
Kid Buu. Super Black Force Energy.
Okay.
And Kid Buu in Infinite World. I don't know if y'all played that one, but
Yeah.
that nigga's turbo. Let me finish my list.
PTSD.
Let me finish my
Yeah,
list.
get to I got an step too. Step gotta go too.
Alex Mercer from Prototype 2.
Okay.
Abstergo from Assassin's Creed. Them niggas. They try to steal your memories. That's evil as shit. Akuma. Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And since you said Zeus, I'm gonna go Ares. From the first God of War.
I was gonna say Carnage and Spider-Man 1.
Yeah, that was tough too. That's a classic.
That's too early for me.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, nigga, you couldn't touch the fucking ground.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That's a good one.
And the
All right.
camera was all fucked up and shit.
Babe, you gotta leave. Give me like 3. You can give me 3. All the games you played, the bosses, the enemies that, you know what I'm saying?
Metal Sonic.
I don't think it.
Sonic.
Like, yeah, Sonic is the only one I can think of that has that
Shadow.
villain
You
in it.
play
Sonic.
that one game
I
you
played
talk about.
Rayman. I played Crazy Taxi. I played Rugrat games. Oh, I played True Crime. But I don't know who was the boss in True Crime. Angelica. Mm.
Which one was it?
Streets of LA.
LA. Fuck, I can't remember LA.
I just remember the characters. I remember which one.
I remember I wanted to sneak up.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah, so I never really played games with like a villain in it.
true. I think about it.
Yeah.
Guess what?
I play like
Yeah.
kitty girly games.
Well, you play Sonic, so you can say that.
Yeah. But I didn't know
So
what his
Rocky.
name was. What's his name? Sonic.
Rasputin, Rocky, who's next?
Maybe Russian.
He got to be Russian.
Yeah,
In
Russian.
Sonic?
No,
True Crime.
Oh, True Crime.
He's a
Oh.
Russian
Who?
mafia
Yeah, I
boss.
forgot who the villain in Rayman was. This is villain. I just forgot.
Rayman Black.
I really know that one. I really know Raymond. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that was a fun
It
game.
is legit though. No, that shit is pretty popular in this game. Though. I just never really like actually. But all right, James, you had one question, real quick. You said something.
Yeah, out of D-Mob and Crow, who's the
Gotcha.
better? Yeah, I've got him. Don't give that nod to.
Crow's easier to beat.
He was faster than D-Mob.
You could cheese on Crow and just keep throwing him in the
D-Mob was just strong.
D-Mob
Shit.
is wild.
D-Mob
No
was strong
body.
as shit.
Without having
D.
I'm gonna say D-Mob because you know, by the time you get to Crow, your man's damn near OP. So like D-Mob, you gotta. I don't think you upgrade.
Like you can't
can't
get
Yeah,
to full
upgrade.
you can't get to full power
yeah.
on whatever character you chose to use in
Yeah.
Vendetta.
Yeah.
And Fight for New York, it was like other side fights that you could do before you got to Crow.
Yeah. Right.
So you could definitely have 100% strength in your arms, 100% strength in your legs.
Yeah.
You can just
You
there you
get
have it.
jumped by 3 niggas before you fight D-Mob.
That's
That's a
fact.
fact.
That
Y'all
shit
remember
was
that.
sick.
You do get jumped.
Yeah.
Yo, they gotta go fight D-Mob ass.
Yeah.
Yo, shit be like,
you get jumped and you get jumped in the shit before Crow too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Not the mission. It's like 2 missions before Crow,
Yeah.
but
yeah, but like
in the junkyard's 2-on-2 though.
But he injured.
no, that shit don't count. That nigga's a fucking weak link. It's
Yeah.
still 2-on-1.
He's stronger when you fight Crow than you was when fighting D-Mob though.
That's probably why I should probably keep on. Probably the more tough fighter. But all right, thank you guys for listening, tuning in, checking us out. This is a podcast where we talk about multiple things and we can indulge on more things, especially if y'all hit us up and leave more comment to us about what topics y'all like and what y'all want to hear more of. And this is a pod or a show, both, that can stretch anywhere and talk about whatever we want in there. And that's just what we do. I'm D. My man's Joe, James, Jer, Tyler, Sky.
Jer.
Yeah. Zero though.
Only
That's
call me
Jer.
Jared though.
Yeah.
You're the only person other than my fam that calls me Jared.
Makes sense on the shirt.
All right. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends, just call him Big Ben. Flex. Another brother trying to make ends.